All right.
Okay, now you can do your recap.
Let's see. All right. Last we left off, Kyosh was I'll say you guys finding I'll say having rescued yourselves from the storybook. Um realized that one of your teammates did not make it out. Um after some diligent studying, you have come to learn that their soul is stuck. I must say, I must say their soul seems to be stuck in I'll say in an alternate plane.
Right.
I had a thing for it.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out if we were gonna make the run for it or not to go get her.
Yeah. Yeah. I think people were trying to figure out. I was like, do we make the run for it, or do we or do we it's like, or do we wait?
I thought we had nailed down we were waiting, but okay.
No, we didn't because
All
we
right.
were
Well,
gonna research because we had to research to see if it was something that our level could do
Right.
or not, and we ended there.
I'll say she is stuck. She is stuck in Thalassia, which is the fourth layer of the realm of Elysium.
Hmm.
So basically in heaven, more or less. Souls trapped in heaven.
Because we were gonna do research and
Um,
then reconvene in the morning.
okay. So technically, whoever wants to spend the time, I'll say anyone who wants to do research, I'll say anyone who wants to do research, make me a roll. Considering where this is, uh, investigation. I'll say religion or investigation.
Ah,
Okay.
Or if you have another skill you think would be like permissible for this, then
maybe
Artemis.
survival.
Uh,
Mhm.
Ar- Artemis, if you want to go with religion, I can go with investigation.
I'm not sure. Looking to check. So
if I might say if you want to do survival to I might say if you want if I might say based on the information you get, you can make a survival roll to see if that's something you actually think you can do.
So yeah, this roll.
So he's making an investigation roll. Is anyone making a religion roll? You don't have
I
to. I was
am.
just making
I am.
sure.
I am.
Oh, okay.
I'm also making that survival roll, sir.
Okay.
I'm also going to cast guidance on myself.
And you said what was the survival for?
I asked if I can cast
Um.
survival because it's 3. That brings me up to 29, and another 3, which brings me up to 27.
Religion, for the record.
Okay. course.
Hmm.
The hell? Oh, you piece of shit. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's see what you guys have. There we go. Oh, okay. So religion, survival. Okay. All right. In one moment, and I will see what you guys find, because I need to see what the stats are for these things. Because believe it or not, the game already has these things listed.
Ooh.
Ah, okay. Mm, mm. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Somebody roll me. I must say. Let's see. See who rolled this. All right. Jesus. Okay. This realm seems to be. I'll say this realm seems to be filled with. I must say seems to be filled with. Um, various creatures who are of the I'll say um creatures that were native of the elemental plane of water that have found their way here. Um let's see. Okay. Somebody roll me a d12. Whoever roll, yeah. All right. Oh, I'll say considering that where she is being held is near an ocean, well, it basically is just a giant ocean. I'll say between the religion and the research that you're able to do at the library, you are able to find out that about 80%. I'll say about 50% of the wildlife in that area are gentle and effectively pacifists. they will completely ignore you despite how large they are. About 40% will attack you as they might see you as food. They are not aggressive, but if you get too close to them, they will try to eat you. Those are usually the shellfish. Anything that looks like a crab, a mollusk, a lobster, shrimp, any of those sort of any sort of shellfish seems to be willing to attempt to try to eat you for sustenance. They are not considered. None of these creatures are considered evil, of course, but they are dangerous. The last 10% are incredibly hostile planar dragons.
Huh.
I'm gonna say incredibly hostile planar dragons, ranging, I'm gonna say, in the area where she is being held, ranging from, at your level, difficult to legendary levels of difficulty. From what you can tell, any of these dragons that you run into in game mechanics can be anywhere from a CR12 to a CR21.
I mean, I would want to get her soul back, but I mean, she's not exactly being tortured, is she?
From what you know, no. It's just, I'm gonna say, from what you know, the soul is generally just kind of held and guarded. Soul is effectively in stasis. If she was in the 9 realms of hell, you would assume that her soul is probably being tortured. I'll say, currently, considering where it is, you are under the impression it is being protected.
And possibly protected by one of these dragons?
From what you saw, it seemed to be this large angelic creature that's body was radiating with light and had a giant sword standing in front of a door. That seemed to be a gate.
Do we know if we can reason with these things?
I mean, you can. I'll say the. Let me see what the intelligence level. Okay. That's kind of weird. Okay. I'll say the intelligence of the non-threatening creatures is effectively below average. They have below average intelligence, intelligence rating of 2 to 3. Hilariously enough, the shellfish, the shellfish have an intelligence rating of 14 to 24. So they range from as smart as you to even smarter than you. The dragons are dragons, so yes, they are intelligent.
Unless you count me talking to people in dragon costumes or dragonborn, I don't think I've actually had to negotiate with a dragon before.
You are aware that these dragons are they tirelessly patrol the oceans. They fiercely protect their territory against any sort of creature that is not lawful good.
Goes and checks alignment.
I don't think it's awful good.
Speak for yourself.
I'll say,
I'm
yeah, they what was that?
I'm fairly certain I'm lawful good.
Oh yeah, according to their write-up, they attack anything that is considered not lawful good.
But how do they know?
They can sense it apparently.
Oh, okay.
But I don't have a box on my sheet for it, so I'm fairly certain I'm lawful good, no?
It's at the top where it says alignment,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
it has your
I think
name.
it is, I think.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, between race and experience.
I don't have that on my sheet.
As in, it's not.
Oh.
You're using the same sheet as the rest of us, aren't you?
Je ne sais pas.
One moment.
Do not know. I guess when I
Kia's
had it on my sheet at one point. There it is. Yeah,
it's
lawful,
lawful
good.
good. He is lawful good.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm good. You guys have fun.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well,
I
I
will
mean, just
protect you.
because they're hostile against people who aren't unerringly rule abiding, I wouldn't think that would preclude them from being talked with. Has anyone actually met a dragon before?
I mean, in another life.
I'll say, considering how high you rolled, you are aware that these dragons effectively have abilities akin to paladins, meaning that their breath weapons they can add smite damage to.
Well, that's pretty cool. But I was kind of wondering if anyone in the party has actually encountered a dragon before.
Do
So,
dragons exist in the current plane of existence that we live on?
I'd say yeah.
They do. I'll say they do. I'll say most dragons have either. I'll say most of the dragons have not so much disappeared, but they've gone into hiding. I'll say your side has just about as many dragons. I'll say your side has just about as many dragons as the demon lord does. The dragons that have joined your side in the fight against the demon lord are not around the city. They are generally patrolling, trying to assist in keeping the advance from getting any closer.
So I know the new people wouldn't have, and by new people, I mean the people that are not of this world, wouldn't have had encounters with dragons. But the rest of us has traveled the spells. So would any of us have had any interactions with dragons?
that's fair because I kind of made an assumption on my part.
Yeah, I'm about to say you would. I'm about to say, as far as engaging in conversation with them, fairly. I'll say, probably not because they're usually flying around, assisting with military, and they don't really. They show up, help with the fights, and then fly off to go somewhere else. You must say you have likely seen them, and must say you have likely seen them defending an area during combat. They're not like most dragons. They're not really big on like having small talk with people. You might see them talk with a general or a commander of a battalion. or whatever. I'm about to say whatever regiment is there, and then once they're like, okay, this is done, then they'll fly off to either go to wherever they're holding up or go to assist in the next battle.
I have a follow-up question then. Does that mean then in our world, the idea of dragons taking humanoid form, or presumably any form, but the officially humanoid form, is that like not a thing that happens then?
There are stories of it. I'll say there are stories of it, but I'll say there are stories of dragons who took humanoid forms, but not really since the war began.
Okay.
I'll say taking humanoid form was something that historically they did in order to make sure that to kind of just have fun or blend in with the humans or to participate in like your day-to-day lives so they could see what it was like.
Okay.
I'll say, but there's no real practical purpose in them taking a human form now.
Okay, I have a very long shot question then.
Okay.
Whisper before adventuring, ready to read my background, worked at a fest hall. Is it possible? Is it possible then that one of his clients could have been a dragon? It obviously shapeshifted. I realize it's a long shot, but because you phrase it as essentially to experience human things.
High or low?
Oh shit. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go with my first thought. My first thought was, of course, 4, which so high.
Okay. Roll a D100. If you roll a 90 or higher, then yes.
D100. Here we go. Should I manually roll this or roll it in D20? Vote to the party.
Roll 20.
Okay. Since that's the only vote. I just freaking Windows blocked me. Okay, 75. Okay. Closer than I had thought. Okay, cool. It was a shot anyway. I was wondering.
Okay. There was, I'm gonna say, the closest you can think is someone who seemed a bit gaudy and eccentric in their dress and style, and you believe that they might be like hoarding expensive things, but no one who you would claim to be like a dragon. But it was somebody who did seem to have like hoarding jewelry based on how elaborately and nicely they were dressed.
Okay. From Dragonborn and people in costume, no experience with communicating with dragons.
Yeah. But yeah, you know that dragons exist. Dragons exist. They're not rare. It's just that with this conflict going on, they almost all of them, for the sake of their survival, seem to have gone along the lines of, we're going to wait this out, and the fleshy ones will, likely end up killing each other off, and then we can come out. I'll say, so the dragons pretty much seem to be going into, we'll wait them out, and then we'll resurface on occasion to see if anyone won. Doesn't mean that you can't go on a mission or anything to go try to find them, but
It's like Whisper doesn't mind going in situations he's familiar with.
Can I help you? I don't see what you do.
So I guess the question
I
is,
don't remember my login for the mod site. What's the mod? Oh,
you said what now?
sorry. My husband's being nosy.
All right. But yes, that is the information that you have in regards to the dragons.
okay. So
I'll say based on River's view. I'll say based on what the information that you guys have gathered, and River doing the analysis. There is a pretty decent chance that at least 2 of you survive.
okay, well, it sounds like what it comes down to is, are we willing to take the heroes with us and away from being able to defend against the Demon King and his armies? Not that we've had much in the way of encounters with them yet.
Um, can I figure out if we bring like heroes and like knights and stuff with us, does that increase our chances of survival or lessen our chances of survival?
You said if you bring more troops, does it increase your chances of survival?
Mhm.
Bringing standard troops bringing standard troops, like troops from the city, increases your chance if you are willing to use them as a means of distraction. If you just bring soldiers, you are pretty sure that will increase your odds of survival. In the fact that the dragons will be too busy eating them to focus on you.
Sounds like we might want to wait a minute and revisit this in a level or two.
Bringing the other heroes, based on what you know about the other heroes, bringing all the rest of your classmates, would increase your odds. Bringing your remaining 7 classmates would increase your odds to see. Increase your odds of survival and success to 80%. That would leave the entire the town, that would leave the entirety of this place defenseless if the Demon King showed up. I'm about to say if the Demon Lord showed up.
Wait, if we took the class?
If you took the class, there are seven others that you could bring with you. That will increase your odds of success to you calculate 80%. Downside, there will be no heroes left in the town.
No, they still got the knights, I'm sure.
They do.
Are the knights just that incompetent or useless?
Against
There,
and stuff? Yeah.
I'm gonna say the amount of people who can actually stand up against them, pretty much the only people who are actually capable of doing any real fighting are the teachers. The teachers are basically the most powerful combatants that that your side has, and they've decided to spend their time helping you guys, grow and reach their level so that they can increase. Most people in this world seem to be stuck in regards to leveling. What makes the people in the academy so special is that you seem to be able to exceed that and become more powerful. Part of the reason why people celebrate the heroes so much is because a good chunk of them effectively, just by being summoned here, have more or less skipped the line when it came to leveling. They just came. A lot of them came here powerful.
Okay, can folks hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Whereas you guys basically worked really hard to become powerful, you notice that a lot of the people who were summoned here just came here powerful for some reason.
Well, I get it. That's the point for why the
Yeah.
I
Like I said, it's not you would also need to be able to, you would suppose, based on your survival, you are of the belief that you would be able to probably pull this off. Similar to what Tristan just said. Probably be a bit easier if each of you was about 2 levels higher.
No, I mean, if it was easier, we wouldn't be heroes now, would we?
Yeah, that's also true.
Well, if they're chilling in the safest place possible, do they actually need heroes right now?
I mean, obviously they're not supposed to be there.
Well, I'm not disputing they're not supposed to be there. I'm just saying, they're not in danger, so it doesn't necessarily necessitate a heroic rescue right at this moment. The only ones who would be in, if I understood what Brian was saying correctly, the only ones who would be in danger if we went now would be us.
Well, yeah, but that's the whole purpose of being a hero. Like, is all I was saying. Like, technically that's our purpose.
Yeah. But we're no good to be heroes if we're dead.
Yeah, no, I wasn't discounting that. I was just pointing out the fact that as heroes, it's not supposed to be easy.
No, it's not supposed to be easy. But good heroes still know when they're up against their limits.
I
That's
get that.
found-
I'm not saying we're going. I was just pointing out the fact that as heroes, things aren't supposed to be easy. That's all I was saying.
Okay. Because the way it translates to me is you're like saying that we're a little too chicken shit to do this.
Well, we are chicken
Right.
shit because we're not going, but I know why we're not going. I was just refuting the fact that as heroes, it's not supposed to be easy.
He knows why we're not going. It's because we're chicken shit.
So was there a vote, and Mori outvoted?
I don't think there needs to be a vote, but I mean, if people want to vote.
Voting would be the democratic thing to do, I suppose. And it sort of ensures that if somebody did want to go, we at least know to watch their room and make sure they don't wander off into the Underdark or whatever.
Mm.
While Whisper sees sense in staying, he is more inclined to want to go. So in terms of votes, that's the way he's ultimately leaning.
That's one for yes.
Nimbus is fine with going, but again, he acknowledges that we need to wait a minute. That we are not quite ready yet, and that given that they are not in danger, and there are people here who actively are in danger, we probably should put this on the back burner for a moment.
That's one vote for later.
What are you think?
Well, I'm thinking. What are you thinking? You want to do it now or later?
Um, player definitely says later. Character, there is no moral risk, right, to not going on this immediately.
No. I'll say if you don't go, it's no one's gonna look at you sideways. Waiting would just imply that you're being cautious, and I'll say most people would just take you waiting as you are choosing to be you're just choosing to be cautious. And you're trying to get stronger so that you can take care of it.
Given Yaz's proclivity to caution, I would say that Yaz would be perfect.
Okay. All right, so that's one yes, two no's. Is anyone else choosing to give an opinion?
I'm a ranger. I just go where the party tells me to go.
Yeah, I go with the flow.
What's your character's name? As it not 22 minutes. You don't even remember what your own character's name is? You have to look it up.
Baby, it's been that long.
Lachlan.
I'm pretty sure that Lachlan will go wherever lunch is.
It's true.
Mhm.
It's true.
All right.
Are you making a snack?
All right. So I'm assuming that this vote is made between just the immediate party and not taking the other heroes into not asking the other heroes, correct?
Well,
As far as I
I'm
know,
pretty sure- well, when we left, we made it known what our thing was. So I mean, if other heroes want to partake, it's up to them. But like,
Yeah.
this wasn't like a secret mission or anything.
Okay. Well, I thought you guys were, I was just trying to make sure, are you guys discussing this and then it was like, hey, we think we want to go do this. We should go ask the other heroes if they're interested in tagging along.
Well, I mean, some of them I'm sure are thinking about this. We
Yeah.
aren't really
I'm about to say currently, you two heroes went with you in the previous mission, Kyosh and D. Kyosh is missing. D is aware of what happened. D would have went and told. Who would D have told? D would have told Frabix. And would have told ISO. If you had seen it, you would have seen that she seemed to be more so yelling at ISO. She seems to be very pissed and seems to be blaming him for this entire thing happening.
so at this point, our group has made the decision to. That's on them, but
Okay. All right. All right. During this time, D seems to be incredibly angry. You will have heard that a fight broke out between her and ISO over Kyosh going missing.
like, did they actually fight?
Yes. D apparently attempted to try to kill ISO. And D, as a result, has been confined to her dorm room.
expelled. The only school that don't get expelled for attempting to kill someone.
Well, yeah, I'll say you're too important to be, expelled. Like, any student you expel might go join the Demon Lord. So
Yeah, that's fair.
Get the Demon Lord tattoos and be like, Mwah!
The only school where you're encouraged to bring a gun to class.
If that's the case, then what I would like to do, assuming that she is confined, then I'd like to request from the staff if I could visit Lady D. If I could visit Lady D.
Sure, you are able to. She seems to she is in her she's in her room. They don't seem the only person who's not allowed to go there is ISO, and that's because they're like, we can't really run the risk of you dying.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense.
I'll say it seemed to be a problem, primarily because ISO attempted to cast spells at her, and none of them seemed to work.
Okay, well, so what Whisper's wanting to do is to kind of, again, like find out, what if there's kind of the details of the situation and such. That's kind of his point, and to try to broker some kind of peace, because the it's one thing if the natives fight, it's another thing if the heroes start fighting.
D will let you know. I'll say, so you just come and knock on the door.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I'll say, you will hear the door open. I'll say the door will open. There will be a small demon. I'll say, there will be a small demon that opens the door and ushers you in.
Okay, given that we are fighting the demon lord,